Here's what all these content creators don't realize. They need to look at this thing at a closer view and find out what is the root of all this issue. They're just looking at the surface. You've got mad church disease, mad with Thais mad with St. James mad with Thais. You got even King Jives was mad at a little bit of with St. James. St. Jives mad at Thais. Then you got Thais saying things about the cigarette blogger. The cigarette blogger is on Marcella's show and they're talking about, all of this other stuff and content creators. And they're not sitting down to really realize who is the master manipulator behind it all. The issue when you go to a doctor and the doctor starts treating the surface illness and that person can never get rid of the surface illness and they stay on this medication, continually have to see that doctor years and years and years and a lifetime, and they never get off the medication. They never stop seeing that doctor. You know why? Because that doctor is only treating the surface ailment. That doctor never gets to the root of what's causing the stuff to be on the surface. So that doctor is not doing a thorough job. That's the same things that's happening with these content creators. They are mad at each other, but not realizing what caused the strife in the first place. And you want to know where that strife comes from? Go back, check the track record. How do you all know each other? Who is the common denominator in all of this? Well, you want to know who? The one that has the mess that is contributing to this? Larry. If they go back and look at videos and stuff that they did, conversations and all this, Larry is in the midst of the mess. So these content creators are mad with each other. They should not be mad at each other per se, but what they really should do is all come together, collaborate, do a big powwow to say, we are all going to do a forgiveness tour. We are all going to come together on one platform together. We can stream it to all of our platforms and say we're going to apologize respectfully to each other. We're going to squash the beef. We're going to let it all go. We're going to get rid of it, and we're going to do it all publicly. We're going to air it out. Whatever y'all want to air it out, but understand that the meeting and video is not to create more drama, is to get rid of the trash, to let it go. Let's speak our minds, be loving as we can, speaking our mind, but let's do this, because now what's happened, y'all have let the unhappiness and the vile and the vitriol from one individual come and not only come into your lives, and these content creators get angry with each other, but now it is like that cankerworm. It's now going into y'all's chats, and it is going into each of these individuals, and that venom is spreading to all of them. Y'all need to stop trying to treat the surface and start getting to the root. And the way to get to the root is to go and say, listen, we don't want no more infections. We don't want no more negative effects. So let's do our best to just come together right now. And the main goal, the goal at hand is we are going to cancel this beef. Come together. Cancel it. Don't do no behind the scene videos talking about each other. Don't do no follow-up videos and be slick out the mouth. Cancel it. Let it go. You know what will happen? It will get rid of that infectious thing that was started, and everybody can go about their happy life. Now, how does an infectious disease return? You know how it returns? In this aspect, If you allow somebody to come back in and creep in, because that's how things are. That's even how diseases work in the body. People have a disease. If they don't continue to go to the doctor and get checked, that thing could creep in little by little. But what doctors do, who are specialists at what they do, when they see it creeping in, and the only way you going to keep knowing that it's there is you have to keep going to the doctor. And going to the doctor is just making sure that you're doing what's right. You could do self-examinations. Make sure you do what is right. But specialists, what they do is they will check and see, okay, you did this video. There was a little wrong in that. You need to correct that. You need to apologize. Don't do it no more. Don't have these little things that keep coming up and being big things. But not only that, what happens is with specialists in the natural sense is the medical field, when they see a little blemish or something, they remove it. They don't let it sit there in your body to become big. They say, okay, we got to go back in. We got to remove this. And they go in and they surgically remove it. What y'all have to do is y'all have to stop letting these little things continue to stay on your platforms, because what happens is it creates bigger things. And all the while, that same disease that y'all keep letting come in small form will then create itself and come in a larger form. You got to get rid of the thing that's causing it. And you need to then get spiritual with it in the natural sense. And when that thing try to come back, you need to use your spirit and say, nope, this is not what we're doing. I don't allow you to come back in. We're not doing this, and I'm not going to have it. And put a cancellation notice on that thing. And don't let it come back in. Let it go somewhere else. But don't let it infect you anymore. Just like in the spiritual world, as in the natural world, as the medical term in the natural world, just like when somebody has been cleansed of whatever disease they had, it's gone. That thing don't come back in their body no more. They stay at the doctor checking, making sure that they clean. The ones that don't stay at the doctor can possibly risk the chance of it coming back. But the ones that stay at the doctor, keep it clean. And then that thing got to find somebody else to go to. You got to find another host, because you can't come over here. Yes, host, you got to find another host, because you cannot come over here and be no host over here. You got to find somewhere else. And then if you find out somebody else is going through something, you can help them through the process. When they are willing to get help, you could help them and say, yes, I had that before. That happened to me. This is what I did to get rid of it. You have to teach that person. You cannot treat the surface. You got to get to the root and teach that person what the root is. And when that person is ready to surgically remove that root, then you can help them. But until that person is ready to remove the surgical root of what has infiltrated their body and their platform, you can't help them. That's just my tip. And while we on this, talking this health thing and getting healthy, y'all been using a word that's been teaching y'all what all this mess is. Beef. The beef sector. All this beef. All y'all out here messing with too much beef. You need to let that beef go. Red meat is known that it ain't good for your body anyway. And y'all know that all this beef ain't good for your platform either. Some of y'all need to start eating some salads. Even in your platform, you need to change your diet. Get you some veggies. Start talking about something healthy on your channel. Stop talking about all this beef, because all this beef is making all your content a mess and is infecting your subscribers, your viewers. It's infecting them and you making them unhealthy. Y'all need to start having some vegetables on your platform. And what y'all do, get some healthy conversations on your platforms. Get rid of all this beef. Y'all need to detox your platforms. Detox these platforms. Go back to drinking some water. Do some clean stuff. Drink some water on your platform. Cleanliness. clean your platforms up. You will not only be cleaning yourself, you will also be cleaning your viewers and helping them to get cleansed. Y'all, this spiritual world out here is real, and there's too much going on these social media platforms that is being toxic. And even though content creators are making big money off of mess, it is creating a toxicity that is spreading and infiltrating so many other people, and it is not fair for us to feed our viewers toxicity. We need to clean up ourselves, clean up our channels, and clean up our relationships. You could still talk about a blogger and have great conversations about that blogger and the stuff they did, the good work that they're doing, and you could feed now vegetables, freshness to your viewers, healthy stuff to your viewers. Teach your viewers that they don't have to go out here and fight and be messy, but they can share other people's content, other people's channels. You don't have to hold them hostage to one platform. You can teach your subscribers and your viewers that they don't have to hide to watch another person's channel. It's okay for them to support other people. They should not have to feel as though their freedom is not there. They should not have to feel as though they feel bad to go to another person's channel or to get in another person's comments. They should feel proud and happy and secure to be able to do that. And all of these content creators that I mentioned are well into the Bible, into church, into God. So why would any one of these content creators that I mentioned tell their viewers not to go to another person's platform or make their viewers feel bad because they went to another person's platform and got in a person's comments? Why? That's spiritual bondage. And we don't want people doing that when we go to the physical church buildings. So why would a content creator make their viewers feel bad because they went to another person's channel? And yeah, they say, well, they were talking bad about you. They were talking bad about you. And did you defend them? Why didn't you defend them? Why would they have had to defend them if y'all didn't have all this beef going in the first place? And it is not a viewer's job to go out here and defend content creators who are continuing to be in mess or who created mess. It is not the viewers' jobs to go out here and defend content creators. Content creators are creators. They do their own content. They create your own defense. Don't have your viewers to think that is their job because they are subscribed to you, because they got a wrench on your YouTube channel, that it's their duty to go out there and defend you in these social media or YouTube streets. That's wrong to even make someone feel as though they have to do that. That's crazy. There's enough content out here that we can do and make great content together. YouTube is a platform which is designed to connect people to work in unity together. It was not created for division. And it's time that people, especially those of us that are saying we're church people, we love God, we follow the Lord, we're doing God's work, but yet you are the very people that's out here creating mess. Stop. Sometimes I feel like y'all think when y'all turn the cameras on and go live that y'all think God is not watching, that God is not listening, that God is not taking notes. He is. And he's watching who y'all are following. He's watching who y'all are taking advice from. He's watching who y'all are mimicking. And none of it looks like Christ. Who have you put in the place of Christ when it comes to your platform? Who is your idol? If you've removed God from that place, then you cannot be out here trying to say that you are a content creator and you follow Christ when you are messing with mess. You are following mess, and Christ is nowhere in that. We have got to get back to understanding and knowing that when we teach the love of Christ on our channels, then it has to be something that we do all the time, even in your conflict. You still have to be Christ-minded. All of y'all have got to do better. Y'all are great content creators, great men, great people. Yet you've accepted this stuff to be on your platforms. And it has now become infectious in your viewers and in your chats. Do better, guys. Y'all are so much better than this. I'm subscribed to all of you, and I support all of you except one that I unsubscribed from, the common denominator. St. James, great guy. Cigarette blogger, great guy. Mad Church Disease Marcellus, great guy. Thais, great guy. King Jives, great guy. Conscious TV even, great guy. Vincent Terrell Hill, great guy. Y'all have to stop this beef and this fighting. Y'all are all great guys, and y'all do great work. And if any of you really want to see the kingdom of heaven, we're going to have to get things right on this thing called Earth. And that includes these channels called YouTube. I hope y'all really understand what I'm saying from the heart. Get to the root. Get rid of the root cause so that y'all can all move forward. Don't get left behind because of one who showed his behind. Please don't do that. Everybody can change. And even the one who I'm not mentioning by name, even he could change if he wants to, if he's willing. But if he's not willing, please don't allow the individual to continue to create chaos. There's a verse in the Bible that says, resist the devil and he will flee. Not saying one individual is the devil, but the devil and his actions come in various forms, many forms. Some that look familiar and some that don't. But if we continue to allow the enemy to come and infiltrate your platforms and your personalities and your very being, then you're going to continue to allow the enemy to have his foot on your neck. Release it. Let it go. Move forward. And just do a great big apology tour. And if none of you take my advice, at least I know I did this. I put the word out there. Now it's up to you all to accept it. The Bible is out there. And it's up to everybody out there to choose to accept it or not.